All right, just making sure it's working. Hello, everyone, and welcome to semester 2 of World History. What I'm going to have you guys do is just kind of watch this quick video. I'm going to go over my rules and procedures. Hopefully you've read my course syllabus and gone through some of the rules, etc., and expectations that I have for this final semester. Before we get into that, what I'm going to do is we are going to set up our daily target. So let me share my doc cam with you guys. Right here. Let me zoom out a little bit. So every single day, you know, for those of you who are new or not sure, what I need you to do is take out a sheet of paper or something, and you're going to call it daily targets, and you're going to put a 1D on there. This is something that you should do right away, and I'll show you where to look to find them. I'll give you a couple minutes. What I want you to do, if you know, during any time during this video, if you have to pause it. But the first thing I want you to do, again, put title, daily targets, 1D, and I want you to put today's date, which is 1/20. So that's how we're going to set our page up. Now, I'm going to show you where on Canvas to find our daily targets. So let me go back to you guys. I will share Canvas with you guys. Let me click save. All right, so what you'll do every single day when you come in is you click home. Let me go to student view just so you know it's not too confusing. So every single day when you come into class, you'll click home. Now, if you're not sure where to find my class, or you don't really know how you got here, again, you can either look in the calendar or how to join World History lessons. There'll always be a link. So if for some reason on the calendar it's not showing up, just come to Canvas. It's right here. I've got our bell schedule right here. If you're ever confused about your classes, you want to click here. It'll take you to that document. This is links and codes and passwords. That's where you're going to look to sign up for my Remind. This is my World History, 3rd, 5th, and 7th period. If you don't have my Remind, please sign up for that now. Honors students, you're going to have to look on your own Canvas page. It's under the same thing. So if you have to pause the video, do that. Also, I'll have a table of contents, but we can talk about that later once we get into everything. Now, we are in semester 2. And let me, you know what, I'm going to open this up. And each day, we're going to have 2 parts to our lesson. Now, I just opened them up, so they should be available for you all. And you go to semester 2, and sometimes you have to refresh your Canvas. If that's the case, do that. Now, every day for each week, I'll have the week, and I'll have each day a page that'll kind of tell you what we're going to be doing. It also have our daily target. And I know a lot of you guys, if you're working on like an iPad or something, a lot of times the daily target doesn't show up on your modules. So what you'll do is you'll click here, and this is our daily target. Who is Napoleon Bonaparte? And it'll tell you, hopefully this is where y'all found that stuff. Of course, description of what we were going to do for the day. So our daily target is, who was Napoleon Bonaparte? So this is what you're going to do. And again, I just want you to stick with me. I will share my Oh, there it is. So anyways, back to this page right here. Daily targets, and what you'll do is you'll write the question down. Who was Napoleon Bonaparte? So who was Napoleon Bonaparte? Again, it's right there on Canvas. So we've got our question, and by the end of class, we will have our answer. Who was Napoleon Bonaparte? So that's the last thing that we're going to, the first thing you do when you come into class is you'll write down the daily target. Who was Napoleon Bonaparte? And then at the end of class, you'll put the answer. For you 5th period students, you'll answer or write down the question one day and answer it the next day. So 5th period, everything will be split a little bit. So that is our daily target. And again, that's what I'm going to do. I used to do quizzes on daily targets, but that wasn't really working out with block scheduling. So what I'm going to do is every 5 days or so, I will have you submit this page. So by the end of class, you'll write down the answer, who was Napoleon, and on the very same page, like next class, you'll write down the next date. And obviously honors, you guys are 121. But you'll write down the next date, and we're going to try and keep it all on the same day. So this is 120 for A day, 121 for B day. So again, you'll keep this all on one page. So that's the first thing you should always do when you log on to class. Now, what I'm going to do, again, is I'm going to share our syllabus. So again, every day you'll come and sign in. Here's our daily target, you'll get that down. And then you will click for our intro video. That's where you found this today. So let me go to that real quick. You guys will have that tomorrow. So we're at rules and procedures. So again, don't click take this quiz until you finish watching this video. So hopefully you watch the syllabus, just explaining. Oh, I have it on there twice. Just kind of explaining what you need to do for this class. You'll click on that, and it will take you to a Microsoft Word document that looks a little bit like this. Let me share that with you guys right now. So it'll look like this. For World History and World History Honors, I've kind of, melded them together for this video. Up here is my email address. We're going to talk later about my office hours and when you should email me and when you shouldn't email me. But this is just a quick welcome back. This is January 20th or the 21st. And these are some materials that you're going to need. A pen or pencil each day. A 1-inch binder to keep your stuff organized. Now, in class, we're going to be using World History Patterns of Interaction. You guys, you can use the McGraw-Hill book. We downloaded Clever at the beginning of the year. However, I don't think I used it at all last semester. So I don't foresee myself using it in the future. But if I do use this McGraw-Hill book in the future, I will, go over how to sign up for that or, use that material when the time comes. Now, just real quick grades. Hopefully you read through this, guys, already. Tests and quizzes. You'll have 2 or 3 major tests every 6 weeks. Daily target every day, and we talked about this. Every day there will be a target or what I expect you to know. I'll be having you guys submit those. Now, very important where it says classwork, the second bullet. Every day we're going to have 2 parts to our lesson, except you 5th period. You guys will just do, the first part one day, the second part the other, or all of it all in one day. But you don't want to overwork yourself. Now, there will be lessons with videos, notes, reading, documents, charts, all sorts of stuff that will aid our learning. And if these things are completed in a timely fashion, you will pass, I guarantee. But I need for you to make sure you're handing that stuff in to Canvas. Now, I'm going to check binder every 6 weeks. Again, there'll be a quiz on the binder. And again, for those of you that are new, I'll kind of clarify all that when we get to that point 6 weeks from now. But I will ask you guys to submit specific pages to make sure that you've been doing my work. You can ignore the rest of that hanging on the back wall stuff. That's for my in-person kids. Every 9 weeks, I'll have some sort of major project for students to complete. I will talk about that when the time comes. Now, let's say you're absent, you don't have stuff handed in. I usually put zeros in, but don't worry, you'll be able to make it up for full credit as long as, you know, as long as you're getting it in a timely fashion. Like if stuff's going to be super late, you know, we'll get to that later, but and by later, I mean right now. So make sure you're getting your work in on time. What I'm going to continue doing is I'll give you assignments throughout the week, and then I will grade them on Sunday. So you have pretty much till then to get me those assignments. Right now I have assignments will be DAC 25%. However, if there's some issue health-wise, let me know as soon as possible. Now, here's my office hours. You can reach me via email, Remind, Focus from the hours of 6:30 to 3 p.m. Anytime after that, I'm going to be, you know, that's my time with my family at home. So, I mean, if you've got questions about a lesson, don't wait until later at night to do the assignment. And then when you're, you know, you're confused, email me wondering what the, you know, the instructions are. You need to get to me while we're in our live lessons. Be like, I don't get this, or I don't understand, because maybe somebody else doesn't understand too, and I can clarify that. It's a lot more difficult through email, especially at night. So that's, you know, that's that. Now, just some rules. Make sure you're in class on time. This grading period, I'm planning on taking attendance in the first 10 minutes or so, but I'll be checking on attendance probably at the halfway point as well. Also, number 2, very important, don't email me your work. Do not email me your work. All work is to be turned in on Canvas. And like I said before, I'll be grading work on Sunday each week. Make sure your assignments are submitted by then. If you are having a problem submitting work, like you think you're submitting and it's not going through, you need to put in a tech help request as soon as possible and contact the school. I cannot do that for you. That's something that you have to work out. I'm not a very techie person. So that's something you have to figure out if you're struggling with that. So that's my syllabus, a little introduction to the class. What you're going to do, and let me take this off, is you're going to go back here, back to Canvas, and you're going to now click Take the Quiz. The quiz is all on this video and my syllabus, so just make sure you have the syllabus somewhere. It'll be a timed quiz. It shouldn't be that difficult if you watched this video and if you read my syllabus. When you're done taking the quiz and you've submitted it, I want you to move on to part 2 of today's lesson. Let me click back. And it says Napoleon, who was he? And this is going to help us answer our daily target. Who was Napoleon Bonaparte? So you click on that. We're going to title this page Napoleon Bonaparte 3D. Page 2D is the French Revolution timeline that we worked on for the midterm. If you're brand new, you won't have this, but if you have something from, you know, your previous teacher, you can throw it in there. But you'll answer these questions and then watch the video, submit your assignment. That'll be part 2. I will come on to our live lesson to kind of re-explain part 2, but if you want to start on it right now, go ahead. Just make sure you take the quiz first. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Let's have a great semester.